What's up guys, we are back at Kings Island for our second day. I got a few more credits I need to get here today and then focus on Orion, Diamondback, and Banshee, and Mystic Timber for the rest of the day. So let's get to it. Alright, well I just had breakfast, so let's do an inverted boomerang first thing in the morning, because why not? Alright, Invertigo. What the heck? Hang on. There we go. Alright, Invertigo wasn't that bad actually. I mean, same exact thing as Stinger that used to be at Dorney Park, rest in peace. I was expecting this to be a bit of a headbanger, but it actually wasn't. I didn't get any headbanging at all. So, I was facing backwards for the first round. It was okay, but going forward on the second half, it had a fair amount of force to it. I was not expecting it, especially on the loop. It was pretty forceful. Alright, so I think Banshee's over that way, so I'm going to head over that way next. What the heck?
Hello, Ryan. It's me, Drop Tower 1.
Okay, what is it with free falls always wanting to haunt me?
Hey, only I can haunt Ryan.
Dude, this is the wrong part. Get out of here.
Ryan, you will get over here now.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll go on the free fall then.
Accept your fate.
Alright, so Drop Tower wasn't that bad. Falcon's Fury was a little bit better, only because you're facing downwards, so Drop Tower, nice try.
This isn't over.
I'm following the footsteps. Where did the footsteps lead to? The beast. Alright, so I just did beast again, and I actually got front row on it this time. Yesterday I did a back row. It was still fun in the back row, but very bumpy. Front row was actually pretty smooth. Definitely a front row ride, I would say. Still, I gotta say, the first half is just kind of underwhelming. This is kind of meander through the woods and a lot of straight course. Second half with that helix is badass, really good. All right, let's get our rattle on. Let's get on Diamondback. Alright, so I said Diamondback in the front row this time. I seem to be doing front rows all day today, and front row seems to be better on a lot of stuff. I mean, front row was great on the Beast, and front row was excellent on Diamondback. Yesterday I did back row on it, and it was pretty rattly, and the airtime was okay in the back row, but front row, the flow ejector that you get on all the Camelbacks is great, and it's smooth as butter. I didn't feel any rattling whatsoever, so this is by far a front row ride, which I'm very surprised by that, because most B&M hyper coasters aren't front row rides, but I guess here is an exception. Alright, well I find myself by Orion now, so I'm going to ride it a few times, and I'm going to determine whether I like Orion or Candymonium better, so let's find out. Alright, so I just did Orion 7 times in a row. The line was relatively short and it kept getting shorter and shorter every ride, so I just figured to just keep riding it. It took me about 2 hours or so to get 7 rides on it. On average, each wait was about 20 minutes or so, give or take. So, is Orion better than Candymonium? I don't think it's fair to compare the two, actually. I don't think I can honestly pick, simply because both of them are very different types of rides. Giga coasters are meant for a high speed experience. Hyper coasters I feel are more for airtime moments. So I don't think it's really fair to compare the two of them. However, if I had to pick, if I could ride Orion all day or Candymonium all day, which one would I pick? It's a tough choice. If I had to pick, I would pick Candymonium, only because I think the pacing is a little bit better on Candymonium. I feel like Orion's a little bit more drawn out, but that makes sense though because it's a much larger coaster. But that's probably the only reason why I'd pick Candymonium over Orion, but still, Orion is a very solid ride, really awesome giga coaster, great addition for Kings Island. Check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. This is definitely worth the trip. Well, yesterday Delirium had like over an hour wait, but it looks empty right now. I like me a good pendulum. Let's go for it. Bye, Banshee. Goodbye, Banshee. Or not. Alright, I just waited outside of the entrance for like 5 minutes and it opened back up, so time to get delirious.
A few moments later.
Alright, now that we got deliriated, or whatever you want to call it, let's get Banshee-ated? Who comes up with this stuff? Oh. Me.
You idiot.
Ah! Alright, so this is the Banshee 6 times in a row. One thing I gotta say right off the point, dispatching has been on point for this ride and for Orion, so kudos to the dispatching team and ride operators for Banshee and Orion so far. Awesome, awesome operations today. And the ride itself, it's really grown on me. Yesterday I was honestly a little bit disappointed in it, but after doing 6 rides on it and getting rides on most of the rows now, I've really grown to like the ride a lot. What really makes it ride for me is at the end, at the inline twist going slow. I really wish that more being an inverse did that. That was actually very cool and I really enjoyed that part. My only complaint about this is that there is a mild rattle throughout most of the ride, but specifically at the bottom of the very first hill going into the dive loop, it is a little bit rattly no matter which way you sit in. But other than that, solid ride, I really enjoy it. But still, not my favorite B&M invert that still belongs to Montu. Sorry Banshee, you're not quite my favorite B&M invert, but you're still pretty good. Nah. You're not the first ride to threaten to haunt me. Alright, let's go back into the shed and let's hope that Cardi B and the Rona doesn't invade me again. Alright, so I just got off Mystic Timbers and let's double check the shed one more time. Huh, I guess it's safe this time.
Guess what, bitch?
Alright, got one ride on Mystic Timbers. It was like a 40-minute wait, and I only got like an hour left to park close, so I'm going to finish off the last hour doing Orion a few times. I want to say this is my favorite GCI, but I can't say that fairly because I've only gotten 2 rides in a total, both in back row. I want to get more rides on it to definitively say if this is my favorite GCI or not, but this is definitely one of the better ones I've been on. Alright, off to Orion. Alright, as you can tell by my hair, I got a few more rides done on a ride. I think I got 3 rides done, so I have 10 rides total today. The more I ride this ride, the more I just fall in love with it. It is an awesome and excellent coaster. I cannot believe I got 16 rides total between my 2 days here at Kings Island. The line has been so short for this, and the operations have been on point, beyond on point. They've been absolutely amazing. The ride operators on Orion and many of the other rides here have been so good, so big thumbs up to all the ride ops here. Alright, park's closed, park exit montage. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up my time at Kings Island. I had an absolutely fantastic time here. Both days were just so good. One thing that really stood out to me more than anything else here is the staff. The staff was super friendly here. I had so many staff members just come up to me either while I'm next in line or even as I'm just walking around the park, just asking me how's my day going and how many things have I done so far and where am I from and everything. It was just really nice to have staff that was very engaging with me. I don't see that all too often at any parks. So that's one of the biggest things that really stood out to me. So big thumbs up to Kings Island and all the staff for being so nice and courteous and just being awesome, and the ride operations here was so great. Everything about this was just awesome. Ryan from Post putting the ride count right now. And again, I cannot believe that I got 16 rides on Orion in 2 days. I mean, I was only expecting to get maybe 5 or 6 between the 2 days. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did a little merchandising, did a little shopping afterwards. I got this little guy. He's so soft and fluffy, I could not resist it. I had to get him. What should I name him? Comment down below. What should I name this little guy? You'll be seeing him more probably on my home videos and such, but comment down below what I should name this little cute guy. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next loop. See ya!